What is up, guys? This is an infamous voiceover. I know it's been a little bit of time since I've done one of these, but I didn't have audio. RJ absolutely punched that. Anyways, this is the session that I did. This is actually the second session that I have done off of 1 foot in the last, I want to say, 6 months, 8 months maybe. Outside of dunking in Utah at dunk camp, I really haven't been doing a lot of 1 foot jumping. I kind of pivoted to 2 foot, and the reason for that is that my tendon was pretty banged up after doing a lot of the plyos. I think in January or February, so maybe it's been a little bit less time than 8 months. Anyways, I pivoted to 2 foot, had a lot of fun with it, really enjoyed it, and eventually got to a point where I just missed jumping high. I mean, obviously I could always go back to that, but for now, I kind of want to just embrace 1 foot jumping. I enjoy 1 foot jumping. I think there's kind of a gap in the training information online, especially for dunking off 1 foot. And I felt like, I could continue to learn myself as an athlete and then also contribute more to the space. And yeah, it's just more enjoyable. So that's what I'm doing here. I did dunk. I turned 31 August 20th, and I did dunk and ended up hitting a junk off the dribble. This rim is actually 10-1. This is the highest rim at the UCF courts. Austin's actually pivoting to 2 foot right now, just to kind of get him out of his head with 1 foot. But yeah, I wasn't jumping too bad. It was very difficult to kind of get into a rhythm. There were a lot of guys shooting around and they were running fives, but tried not to make an excuse for that, and I always try to just do my best despite that. So this side was, I think the other side was 10, right around there. The guy in the orange just kept shooting almost intentionally while we were dunking. So it was hard to, again, find a rhythm. But yeah, off dribble right now actually looks pretty good in light of kind of the way that I've been in the past. My off dribble is actually fairly solid. My lobs are really rough. I'm having a really tough time kind of just getting the timing and the rhythm for my approach down on those lobs. They're kind of high and a little bit all over the place, and I'm approaching too early, so I need to wait on that a little bit later. Even that one, you can just tell that I'm just running up on the ball. The key with that is making sure that you have enough distance between where you start your approach and where the ball is at its peak, and then when you're starting your approach. And that's kind of the delicate balance of it. You guys may have saw this as well. There's another guy in here, Nasir, the kid in the blue shorts right there. He actually had never dunked with us. We've been coaching him for a long time, and yeah, we were just kind of trying to, get him accustomed to having a dunk session with other people. He's never really done that, and then I was trying to cue him a little bit. His 2 foot, I learned basically that he can't apply max force, not because he's not capable of it, but that he will actually have more pain, which makes sense because you're loading your muscles more with good technique, and your tendons, which is going to give you, that was just a random guy that windmilled. But yeah, it gives you the potential to jump higher and more output, but at the cost of maybe potentially having more pain. But initially, I was kind of upset about this session, and then I went back and watched it and actually was pretty happy with it. A lot of the jumps were actually fairly solid. I just couldn't really get the lob on really at all. So that's something that I definitely want to focus on moving forward. But yeah, overall, I was not upset about this. I jumped a lot. I didn't actually count all the jumps in the session, but I'm fairly sure that I was jumping for like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours or something like that with these intermittent breaks. My knee is actually in a pretty good spot. I think part of that is just avoiding pain in general. I've been really good about putting the heavy, slow strength training in there, which I haven't really posted because it's fairly boring. It's kind of the same thing over and over and over again. And for you guys that have watched my YouTube for some time, you've probably seen me do heavy, slow resistance training for a long time. So I just didn't want to bore you guys with that. And yeah, so right now I'm really focusing on just getting my rhythm, my timing, and those elements back in my 1 foot jumping. I'm actually stronger than I've probably ever been, but I haven't done a lot of the specific work. But anyways, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoy watching, and yeah, I'll be posting more 1 foot sessions. So go to THPStrength.com if you're interested in coaching. See ya.